Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial of Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. For this fingerstyle guitar arrangement I'm using the following tuning. The top note of your guitar is tuned down to a C note. The string that is normally tuned to an A is tuned down to an E note, and all the remaining strings are still in standard tuning. So you have a C, E, D, G, B, and E. In this part of the tutorial we're going to learn the intro of Eleanor Rigby. I'm going to play it for you slowly first, and then we break it down note by note. Alright, so the intro starts with 3 open strings. You play the open C note, the G and the E string, and you all play them together. Followed by that you play a bass note on the C string, and as a general note, so throughout this arrangement you always play quarter notes in the bass, like this. And you always dampen them by placing the palm of your hand on the string that you're playing, like this. So you get like this muted or dampened sound, while still the melody notes are still ringing through. So, and if you want to practice that, this first notes like this, how the intro starts, is a good way to practice it. So you could try this for a few measures just to get used to it. Once you're comfortable with muting the bass like that and playing the high notes like that, then we can go on in the intro. So you play, as I said, like these 3 open notes, followed by a bass note, then another bass note, followed by playing the 7th fret of the B string. So together. So after that you play again a bass note and the 8th fret of the B string. So after that you play again with your index finger the 10th fret. So together. Alright, so the whole measure sounds like this. Sometimes I like to slide from the previous note to the next fret. So but that's up to you how you want to play it. Alright, then we come to the next measure. For that you play, followed by a bass note on the C string, a harmonic on the 12th fret of your G string. So, and you play that harmonic by placing your pinky on top of the fret at this 12th position, but you don't press down on you don't press the string down, you just place your finger on top of it, you pluck the G string, and then you immediately release the note like this. So So as I said, so you play the C note, followed by this harmonic, then again a C bass. This time you play the 7th fret on the B string. So together. Make sure that the harmonic still rings while you switch position, so you still hear it. Then you play another bass note followed by an open E string, a bass note followed by an open B string. So together it's okay, again, more slowly. Alright, so what we have to this point is the following. Then in the next measure you switch the bass, so before you always play the C note here, you now play this muted bass on the E string. So remember I tuned down this A string to an E. So for this next measure you play this E string followed by a G note, open. Then you play 2 times this E bass. Then you go to the 7th fret and place your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string and play it together with your E bass, followed by an open B note. So again, to just break it down, so you play an E note, open, followed by a D string, then you play another E note, plug the E note together with the 7th fret, and then the B string. So in rhythm it sounds like this. Right. So coming to the next measure, you now play again the E bass together with but this time with the G string together, followed by a B note. Sorry. Now, after that, you place your ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string, play together with your E bass, and follow that up again with a B note. So you have all open strings, then so the E note and the 4th fret of your D string. Then you play again an A and a G together, followed by a B note. And then you place your index finger on the 7th fret of the D string and play it together with your E note. So slowly. Okay, more slowly. Right, and that's all of the intro. Just play it for you through very slowly. Right. We are now coming to the verse section. I'm playing it through slowly first, and then we break it down note by note. The verse section starts with an open E note together with the open G string. Then you play the 7th fret of your D string with your ring finger. So you play the E note and G together, followed by the 7th fret on your D string. Then you play the E note together with a B string, followed by an open G. So then you play an open E again, followed by the 2nd fret on your D string, and then another E note, and that already completes the first measure. So I play it together. Again, more slowly. Then we're coming to the next measure. It starts the same way, so you again play the open E note together with a G. So this. Then you play the open E together with a B string, open, followed by now placing the your index finger on the 7th fret of the G string. So all the fretting is done by one finger here. After that you play the open E note, followed by the 11th fret on the D string. So together. After that you play the open E together with the B note, and again this note on the 11th fret of your D string. So the whole measure together sounds like this. Then we're coming to the next measure. So in this measure you play again the bass is on the E. So you play the bass followed by an open B. Then you play with your ring finger the 7th fret of your D string together with the E note. So then you play the E note followed by the D note on the 7th fret. And after that you play the E note together with the G, and then again the 7th fret of the D string. So and after that you play just 4 times the C bass note here. So what we have so far is the following. So all measures combined. Alright, then there's one final measure in the verse section. So you play the open C together with G note, the G string, the open G. Then you play on the 7th fret of your D string again. Then the C note and the open B together. And then you play the 10th fret of your D string. So, and then you switch the bass. So before you had like 2 times the C, and now you play the open E once, and after that you play the open E together with the B string. So just to break that down again, so you play the open C together with the G string, then you play the open C together with the B, followed by the 10th fret on your D string, then you play the open E and the open E together again with your B string. So just to play it slowly completely. And at this point I also like to slide that note, so as in the intro. So I play so what I essentially do is when I in my mind want to play the 7th fret here, my finger's still here on the 10th fret here, my finger's still here on the 7th fret. So I rhythmically I pluck it where I want to play the 7th fret and just slide it there. So, but you don't have to do that. So you can play also. It's up to you. And that completes the verse section. So I'm going to play it through once more, all of it, slowly. And so you can follow along or play along if you like. It. Just for your as a performance note, you play those 4 measures twice. Alright, we're now coming to the chorus section of the song, which is the final section I want to teach you, and then you have the complete song down. So I played the chorus to you slowly first, and then we break it down again note by note. Okay, so the chorus starts with an open E note, together played with the 7th fret on the D string. So you play the E note and the 7th fret together. Followed by that you play the E note with the open G. So, and after that you directly play the 7th fret again on the D string. So, and after that you play just the bass note on the E string. So then you play the open E together with the B note, the string, followed by an open G. So the whole measure together sounds like this. Again, more slowly. Alright, then we're coming to the next measure. For that you play still the E note, like that, so muted. So you play it once, then you've plugged the second fret of your D string, play again the E note bass twice of that. So then you play so you play again the E bass together with that fretted note on the D string, and followed by that you play the open E. So this whole measure together sounds like this. After that, you switch the bass. So before you always had the, so last two measures you always had the E string. Now you go to the C, and the first note on this measure is just the open C. Then you play the open C together with a B string. Then you play the seventh fret of the D string fretted. So then you play the C note again, followed by the fifth fret on your D string. So and after that you play the open C together with a G note, followed by the second fret on the D string. So the whole measure sounds like this. And I tend to play it, so this note here, on the 7th fret with my ring finger, this one with my index finger, and this one with my index finger as well. So again. After that you play 4 times, so you switch again the bass, so you play 4 times the bass at the E string. Okay, I play through what we have so far. I played more slowly. Alright, then we're coming to the next measure. What you now play is exactly the same as the first measure I showed you in this chorus section. So it's again, okay. Then, as before, you play the open E note followed by the second fret here. 2 bass notes, so this is the same as before, but now it changes after that. So then you play 2 harmonics on the 12th fret. So as I said before, you play those by placing your, in this case, your pinky on top of the fret without pressing down on it, and you release once you pluck notes, the finger from the strings. So, and what you play is the harmonic on your E string and the harmonic on your G string. So the whole measure sounds like this. Sorry, again. Alright. After that you play an open C note, followed by an open C note together with the E string and the B. So right. Then you play an open C, followed by an open C together with the 7th fret of your D string and then the G string open. So this whole measure together sounds. And once you play that, you just switch again to the open bass notes on your E string and you play it 4 times. So I'm going to play to you this part of the chorus again slowly. So it starts off with the same first measure as this first part of the chorus. Okay, again more slowly. And that completes the chorus section. I'm going to play to you once more, all the way through slowly.